There is something I've observed in the life of Keijo and Joe Bollinger that make me believe it will be wonderful to have them in Guinea-Bissau. And one thing I've observed is that they have a heart for the local people. They love the local people, and it's so amazing. I'm so glad to see them, the way they interact with the local people, the way they talk with them, the way they share their passion. They really have a passion for the people of Africa, and I believe they really have a passion for the people of Guinea-Bissau.
I'm Joe, and my love for God's work in Africa began in 2003 during a trip to Nigeria. I thought I was just going on a short-term mission trip and I would come back and carry on with life as usual, but God had more in store for me than I ever could have imagined. What happened was my heart began to experience a powerful love for the people. And at the time it kind of scared me, but now I realize that that was just the beginning of God's call on me to serve.
I'm Keijo, and it was during my college days that I got my first taste of international mission work when I went to Nigeria on a mission trip. That was way back in 1996.
In 2006, I had an opportunity to live and travel across West Africa with a ministry assignment. And during that time, the love in my heart that I experienced earlier in Nigeria just continued to grow. And God really used that to confirm to me that He could use me in a longer-term capacity to serve there. At the end of that time, I was invited to consider helping to launch the ministry in Guinea-Bissau.
I met Joe in 2008 as he was getting ready to report on a long-term assignment to Guinea-Bissau, a country in West Africa that I had never even heard of before I met him.
When I met Keijo, I knew she was the answer to my prayers for a wife. And as God would have it, my preparations for leaving for Guinea-Bissau were taking a little longer than I had planned. We got married, and now we're able to work towards the vision for Guinea-Bissau together. And this is what we're trusting God for. We are trusting God for the day that Guinea-Bissau will become one of Africa's largest sending nations for missions.
We started asking ourselves, why is it that Africa is always at the receiving end? And from the fact also that we believe what the Bible says, that it is more blessed to give than to receive. And we want to see that Africa becomes a better steward of the resources that God has put into their hands, and seeing that Africa really retains its identity as a cradle for humanity.
Right now, we're taking people to Guinea-Bissau on 2-week mission trips to help build ministry momentum there. And on each one of these trips, we teach people how to share their faith. We help our trip participants grow in their faith. And the trips themselves are vehicles that send them out to teach other people to do the same. It's a perfect way for us to invest in the country of Guinea-Bissau while we walk through the process towards a long-term placement.
And to anyone that the Lord is speaking to you right now, I say, listen to that voice. Listen to that little voice that is telling you, why not go to Guinea-Bissau? Why not be among the people that will volunteer to go and serve alongside the people of Guinea-Bissau? You will really make a difference in that country.
One of the best tools for introducing people to the message of Jesus for the first time in this part of the world is the Jesus film. We've just recently finished recording the major languages of Guinea-Bissau onto the Jesus film. So now's a perfect time for us to partner with local churches to teach them how to use the film to share Christ with the 95% of the country who don't know Him.
We're working on making our ministry's long-standing discipleship tools culturally relevant for new and existing believers in Guinea-Bissau to help them grow in their faith. This involves making the written materials available in audio and visual formats in the local languages. We're partnering with ministries in surrounding countries to send our disciples out to those places to be a part of the work that's happening there and around the world. This way, even more people can come to know Jesus and grow in their faith.
We know that we can't do this alone, and we know that we're not called to try and do it alone. We need to partner with people who God's calling to join us, people that are willing to pray, people that are willing to give financially, people that are willing to come with us.
To anybody that is willing and ready to give so that Joe and Keijo can come alongside and serve in Guinea-Bissau, I will say, wow, God bless you for being so obedient. Because I believe this work cannot be done by one person. We are all in it as partners. If you can't go, your money can go for you. And remember what the Lord told us, that store up your treasures in a place where thieves and moths and all those things will not come and destroy it. Store up your treasures in heaven. And I believe we store up our treasures in heaven when we invest into mission. Support them. They need it. We need people in Guinea-Bissau. And unless there are people that are ready to support those people to come into the land, we won't make much progress. So I tell you, be obedient and follow your heart.